Hello and welcome back to the channel, and we are back in Blackwood Hollow. As you can see, I've made this new sign here on the island that we built in the middle, and yeah, I think that looks a lot better than it did, and it's just like a little entry point as you walk into the park, and yeah, I think that's really great. A lot happier with how that is now. You can obviously see to the right there my new area, but that is for later. um, just a quick one, I've built this Ferris wheel um, just in this area here. No reason at all really, I just wanted to fill it out, and I thought this was the type of generic ride they would add here. This park's probably a bit like Fort Park, whereas it was like a family fun day thing, and this was one of the rides they did beside the lake, um, like when the park first opened. So yeah, obviously I'll do some more scenery and stuff around it, but for now I think this is okay. And here we have the shop and cafe. I've called it the Blackford Eye. It's quite a common thing in the UK. I think we call every Ferris wheel, a big Ferris wheel, the Eye. Um, is it the Brighton Eye, and then obviously the London Eye as well. So this is the Blackford Eye. There were just some minor theming on the outside, and I did some trim and stuff. It's very plastic looking, and yeah, it does the job. This looks very ugly, but I didn't really want to spend too much time theming the side here. I might cover it up later, maybe, probably not, but we'll see. I've themed the interior a tiny bit. I did a little coffee stand there with all these generic janky tables. They look like the tables you'd have in school. It's like identical to like the lunch tables like in school. There's also just a memento there, so they can get a memento of the wheel. But yeah, we've got some people riding it. Very generic white and blue colour, which matches my park theme, which is like dark blue. Yeah, very happy with the sign. It'd be good if we had more fonts. Yeah, Frontier, get on that, get some more of the 3D letters, but some more fonts to do all the different themes and stuff, because we can make some pretty cool signs. I know you can make them yourself with art shapes, but some people like me are a bit lazy and don't want to spend all that time. But yeah, very happy with how that looks, with all the supports and stuff on the back. But I think that is it for the all that I've done with like the backstage and stuff and the main bit of the park. We do have this area here, which is where the next theme's going. I was thinking a mythology theme or something, but you can decide if you want, because I'm really not sure. If you have any better ideas, then let me know. But just for the moment, I'm thinking mythology. We'll have a walkthrough of this area first, because I don't want to spoil everything. I think it'll be better if I do it first person. So if we go here, the place is named Darkheath, and if you can see, we have these symbols here that like resemble like a cult, or like yeah, basically, yeah, it would be a cult, wouldn't it? But yeah, it's got like the antlers there as well, and like it's a very natural area, but it's also like spooky, very Wicker Man inspired. If you didn't get the hint from the last episode, but I really wanted to make this theme like a dark ritualistic cult theme. I just think that's so cool, and it is quite a dark area, as you'll see. But I'm really happy with it. Like we were saying in the last episode, it's a bit of a dark themed park, but look at this sign. I'm so pleased with it. But yeah, as you come into the area, we have all of these big posts here with all like the symbol of the cult, and then we have this first element of my Intamin Blitz, which I built. So that's something to look forward to. I've never built a launched coaster in Planet Coaster. Yeah, this is the first one I've done, and I'm really happy with it actually. You can just see through the trees there one of the bits of theming, which I'll show you in a bit. It's not great, but it's cool. So yeah, we have a sign here which says "Enlightenment awaits those who seek it." Very cryptic and like creepy. And then we have this one here: "You must give your being to him." So what does that refer to? Oh, it's exciting, isn't it? Yeah, you're gonna find out. All these are like custom lampposts I built with the Viking pieces. They're the most fitting pieces probably for this area. And then as you first come down, there's a toilet block there, very interesting. And then there's this little thing to the side. It looks like something's been ripped up or thrown about. There's no trees or anything. Oh, that's interesting. Just some more huts here with all these cult like symbols and stuff. I've dotted these down all over the place, as you'll see. Some trees and stuff with like I've used like the wicker planters quite a bit. Also, just a quick one, I've got a new capture card, so the quality is looking a lot better. That's why the colours look faded on my PC. I don't know if that's just well, I've got a OLED TV, and it's just like the colour difference. But if it does look really faded, I might have to have a little look into that. Yeah, we'll go this way first because this is where the roller coaster is, like the main area. But yeah, we have some grab and go units here, like yeah, guest services on that one, and then we have storehouse, just a very generic name, but it just sells hot dogs, probably like bratwurst type things. I do like a good bratwurst. Then there's a little seating area there as the coaster pushes past, so you can have a little seat while you look at some of the elements of the coaster there, with these very Nemesis Inferno inspired fences. I like those fences. They're really realistic, actually, to be fair. Back to here, we have this little farm hut thing here, and then we come to like the main area here. We have another seating area, picnic tables and stuff, which shows one of the elements here, one of the Heartline rolls that I've added. You can see another ride going up there, which I themed quite well. Yep, just another picnic area. And we have this like big hut here with all the symbols and flags on. So that'll probably be like the elders' shed house thing. A lot of this area is obviously inspired by Wicker Man, but also the film The Ritual. If you haven't seen that film, watch it. It's brilliant. It's quite spooky. It's a horror film, but yeah, it's one of my favourites. I love cults and like spooky things like that, Swedish cults stuff. I love it. I love all that stuff. I don't know why, all that ritualistic cult stuff, yeah, really great. Which is why I'm really excited to have this as a theme. So in the middle here we have this like Stonehenge-esque build thing, like a stone circle. Obviously the people here have built it to worship whatever this is, weird deity. Yeah, it looks a bit like a dog, but yeah, that's basically what it is. It's like a wicker wooden deity thing that they've built in order to worship their god or whatever it is that keeps them alive. Because obviously, if you've seen The Ritual, you'd know like the spoilers. Spoiler alert! If you're gonna watch it, skip. There's like a demonic entity thing which keeps people alive and which makes them live for a really long time, and I wanted to like add that to this park. So here we've got wellness potions, which is just fizzy drinks. So basically the opposite of a wellness potion. We have got one on the other side as well. But I'll show you the little stone circle area, just a couple of basic buildings there, nothing inside, just generic huts. So as you come around here, we have this dude holding a cow or deer skull. He's got a spear in his hand because this is one of the magician pieces from the sorcery pack. And yeah, I wanted to hide the fact that he had a magic wand, so I've made him like that. It's not perfect for a cult though. Like, look at that get up. Like that, if that doesn't scream cult, I don't know what does. But yeah, there's another like an axe there, skull there, surrounded by flowers. That's a bit midsummer inspired. And then we have all like this clutter and stuff, little fire there, hammer and anvil and stuff. All just basic theming, scenery. But yeah, I'm really happy with this stone circle. I'll show you an overlook at the end, more of this. I'll show you it at night as well. It's really cool at night. This place would be terrifying. There'd be loads of scare mazes and stuff in this area of the park. So if we come around here, that's basically a loop of the area. We have the ride, which is called The Ritual. So yeah, very inspired by the film. So if we go on, I can show you what the ride's like. Just some cattle pen here. Nice view of the coaster as it comes around. Zero G. Oh, here it comes now. Well, I don't know if it's a Zero G or what, it's just a random element, but whee! The trains are very Wicker Man, as you'll see in a minute. But yeah, go down here, past this little hut, all through here, like this would be like that fabric netting that you get. Yeah, just on all the areas where there's like an inversion and stuff, I've put that. Come around here, more cattle pen, and then you get to the main station. You get some really good views actually of the launch here. So that's pretty cool. I've made this little shack here as a station. So here is our station. Yeah, again with all like those symbols and stuff. I've got the baggage hold on the other side there. Obviously the operator booth. Always got to ride one of those. No entry. We're coming in. There we go. So you can look down there. They can see all the riders and stuff. Make sure everything's safe before they get on their ride. So here we go. That's here we go on the launch. So obviously it's going to stop here. Oh, they're a bit delayed, but yeah, we have those little fire things there, burning something. over this airtime hill. There we go, some flashing lights there, I'll show you that in a minute, what that actually is. Another airtime hill. Into this helix, into a zero, no not zero G, heartline roll, over another airtime hill into a helix. There we go, down into this tunnel where there's steam, into another launch, which goes into this Immelmann dive loop thing, into another airtime hill, I bet that's wicked that one, into a corkscrew, it's very jank, I know, that's really bad. And then we've got this helix again, into this long zero G roll thing, into another Immelmann. I know a lot of coasters do that, it's like a stall heartline roll thing. I know Velocicoaster does it, I think it's called a Mosasaur roll. But yeah, just I thought that's quite a cool element to add on one of these. And then going to the brake run with another lovely themed backstage area. I'll show you that. Oh look, we're off the ride now, we'll go around here. There he is, that's the coaster we just got off. So as you can see, yeah, the train there. Got the skull on the front, like Wicker Man. It's made of wood, like Wicker Man. And it's got like all the wood down the side, but I think they look really cool actually. A lot better than my Swarm ripoff. But yeah, you can see the maintenance shed there, just some barrows and stuff. There's no theming in there, so don't go poking about. But yeah, very cool. So yeah, nice on the exit. You get the really good view of the Immelmann, which I'm very happy with. And then we have more of this fencing. We have the shop there, which we'll go in a second. But I really want to show off this view. I love this. So you got like the helix here. Well, that looks wicked. If I do this, oh, one is just launched, so I'll wait a bit. Oh, I missed that completely. Sorry, guys. Maybe at the end. But yep, exit comes off to this area again, and then we have our shop here, which I've fully decorated the interior of. Are you proud of me? I actually did it. It did take quite a while, but I'm really happy with it. Yeah, so the ride photos are sold here. You can see all, oh god, they haven't got a head. I didn't know the ride had that bad head choppers. It's taken their head off. Oh, that's brilliant. Oh, there we go, yeah. We don't want to have that, avoid a lawsuit there. There we go. Thank you for getting rid of that photo, sir. You're getting Employee of the Year for that. But yeah, got all the lights and stuff with all the walls. And then we have the ritual shop. Thank you for your sacrifice. Which is quite cool. Shutters and stuff. Very fancy, I know. And then we have like the actual souvenir shop, which I've fully decorated the interior of. Very basic, but it does make a difference with windows, which is really cool. And then we have the till there with the Just Memento video on the TV. But yeah, very happy with this little shop. And yeah, does the job. I put that on the workshop, so if anybody wants that, it is on the workshop. I've listed it as something about like a Viking shop or pagan shop. But yeah, it's on there. So coming along this way, so after you get off the ride, you have this little, I wouldn't even know, like a shrine, and it says make an offer, and you probably throw like your pennies, loose change into there. But it's just like a deity thing, which I thought, I just wanted something to pad the area out, and I thought that's quite a cool little touch. We'll go around this area now. More planters and stuff. Really good view of the Immelmann after the second launch. Oh, the steam's come up, one's coming. Here we go. Whee! Wicked. I'm really happy with this ride. Nice and low to the terrain, which I really wanted. And then we go to here, which is Euphoria, our twister ride. Is it called? It's called a scissor in this, but I think they're called twisters in real life. It's called Euphoria because like that's what cults are after, isn't it? Well, I think. I don't really know. I'm not part of a cult. But yeah, they're chasing that feeling of euphoria and freedom or whatever. So yeah, just a basic name, but I've themed the cars on that, with wooden trim and stuff, with the big symbol in the middle, which is quite nice. Very happy with that. Just some random clutter stuff here, and then yeah, that is the entrance. We won't go on that because it's just a flat ride. More toilets here, just a small little unit. And then we have this bridge here, which is what the coaster passes under. And we have like all these skulls and stuff on the posts. But yeah, you can get some pretty cool views. Oh, look at that. There we go. Whee! The timing's been brilliant on all of these rides, hasn't it? But But yeah, that's just a little place where all the nerds like me could hang out and get pictures. Also, um, more concrete footers and stuff for the actual coaster to go on, because obviously the launches need to be maintained, and that's what that is. But yeah, that bridge just comes over back to this area. We'll go for a walk around the back area. This is like the back end of the park, so there is literally nothing. This is literally just a walkway with some benches, a nice quiet area to get away from it all if you wanted to. But yeah, there's not much down here. We do have this other ride here, which is called Sacrilege. So basically, yeah, sacrilege is going against like a religion or whatever, and if you commit that, this is what happens to you. There we go. Yeah, more of the dark theming, but there's like a little Frank there with a wheel thing that's going to crush people. That's inspired by the film. I think it's called Apostle. It's on Netflix. Another ritual cult film. But yeah, it's just a bit of janky generic theming that would be cheap to put in just to make the ride a bit more themed. I do hate the like the footprint of the flat rides. It's just so big and unnecessary. I could have themed around it and stuff, but it's just an effort with the path and stuff, and it just make things look really ugly. So I just left it how it was. Yeah, again with the baggage hold, but yeah, that's themed quite well as well. So we have like the trees, and, like the skulls again, banners and stuff. It just makes things look a lot nicer, and like they do look so much better, the flat rides, when they're themed. They don't look as much like fairground rides. Now that actually you can make them look like proper theme park rides, which is cool. More planters and stuff. Then we have another grab and go unit with a chief beef and some slush. They're walking through the walls. Ignore that. I do need to place barriers if I can be bothered. I might do that. I might go around and do it with a fine-toothed comb and just give everything a once over. But yeah, I'm doing interiors more. I'm trying to get into that it just makes things more immersive, doesn't it? More planters and stuff, and that loops us round to the entrance of like the area again, which takes you back up to like the main area, which would be over here. So if we look from above, this is the whole area with that, obviously the backstage road going there. But yeah, very low to the ground layout. Another sprawling layout which goes interacting with the paths, because that's something I really wanted to do whenever I've built in the past. No, I didn't do a video on that, I don't think. Crystal Lake. It's a park I built in the original Planet Coaster. None of my coasters interacted with the paths and stuff, and it weren't very realistic. And it was my first proper park build, but it's not great looking back. I'm getting a lot better, as you can see, of my areas. This is probably the best one I've done. You might agree, you might not, but it's probably the most realistic. I think everything's laid out just so perfect, and I'm really happy with it. We'll show you the backstage area here. So there's a little maintenance road. There we go. More wooden stuff. Using the breeze block footers there just to make things look jank. So yeah, there's another view of the station. I don't know what to do about those. I might have to reprogram the fire effects, because they didn't work properly. They went too they went too late or too early, I can't remember. Yeah, it's a nice little touch. And then here's our actual deity, which the cult would worship. It looks a bit like a dog. It looks like Tree Rex from Skylanders, if you remember that. Yeah, I wanted to make it look hairy, so I used the creosote bushes and I did all the spikes and stuff, because it wouldn't actually be like a rock golem thing. It'd be like a furry beast thing. But it's the best I could do. I mean, the eyes look a bit wonky, but I mean, it works. And the eyes glow at night, which is really cool as well. It's all right, does the job. As you know, I'm not very good with like the art pieces and stuff, so it's the best I could come up with, and I think it works. But yeah, that's what the whole ride's themed around, and the whole area really, like worshipping that big monster, as cults do. But yeah, here's another view of the Stonehenge. Some more rocks and stuff there as well. I didn't want to go too mental with the trees in some of the areas, because I did go crazy here with all the trees and stuff. So I was like, like with rides and stuff, they do clear a lot of area, so I went a bit easier on like the foliage and stuff here, which yeah, it's quite nice. Here's a tunnel I built. The new half width pieces in this game, they're such a lifesaver. They you can do so much with them. I mean, you can like rotate the buildings and stuff now, but using the 4x, no, stop saying that. The half width pieces, like, oh, it just makes things so much easier. Yeah, just more catwalk so they can come out of the launch. Things, I don't really know how these things work. But yeah, they'd be able to do maintenance and stuff. I'll show you an off-ride orbit camel to the ride. Here we go. Right. So here's the off-ride. Yeah, they go way too late now. When I was actually making it, they didn't go out late. I'll change that. Yeah, airtime hill. Under the beast, there's flashing lights. I'll show you at night as well, actually. That's what I need to do. But look how cool this looks. I'm really happy with it. Into the tunnel of steam. Whee! It is very jank though, I have to say. There are some proper jank elements. Like that. Yeah. It's not my finest work, but I think I prefer all the theming and stuff. This is probably a really unrealistic ride in real life, but I love it. So there's a really slow, like, stall element, which I'm really pleased with. Then that dive down into the little valley thing, into the final helix there. Perfect. Very pleased indeed with this whole area. I've always wanted to do a theme like this, and it's wicked. I'm really pleased with it. It actually didn't take me long, because most of the buildings were copy and pasted, just to save a bit of work, because they would like be huts and they'd all look very similar. I did change some of the doors and windows and stuff, but you don't need to go too crazy with the builds. Like, say, my Transylvania area, like the buildings are a bit more complicated and they would be different. Well, complicated, not really. They are very basic. I'm no builder, but I do like theming areas and stuff, and I think it passes. But yeah, I'll just pop the game into night mode. Very low glow. Oh, you can see the fire going off. Ooh, spooky. Yeah, got like red lighting on them, like the posts. Oh, don't want to see my profit. Oh, it's good at making profit, but don't want to see it. Yeah, more red glow on the station there. Got the orange glow on that. Oh, that's jarring how bright that is. Oh, I do not like that. Sorry to sort it out. Oh, it doesn't look like there is. That's annoying. It'd be good if there was a way to turn off lights, because that's hideous now. Frontier, please, can you add the option to turn the lights off? Because look how bad that looks. It should look all orange and glowy, and now it just looks awful. Yeah, not very happy with that now. Same with this one. Look how bad that looks. Those white lights are jarring as hell. Frontier, please add a way to turn those lights off. I don't like them. But yeah, we have our beast here with his glowing eyes. They look so derpy. Oh, there we go. Got the fire effects there. They do look cool. And then as it goes under, it flashes red. But yeah, that is the whole area. There we go. Have a little glimpse of the whole ride area and stuff while I finish the video off. But yeah, any suggestions for the next area of my park? I'm really clueless. I was thinking like a Medusa theme or something, like a Greek theme. Theme down like Medusa or something, because I want to keep it dark. But I'm really struggling with what to do, because these were the cult area and Transylvania were the two that I really wanted to do, and now they're done. I'm like, well, what now? And I've got room for one more area, maybe another after that, but I am pushing it with the limit a bit. As you can see, it's gone orange now. But yeah, suggestions would be appreciated. But yeah, thank you very much for watching, and of course I'll see you in the next one, whenever that is.